Hi everyone, I'm Janneke and welcome back to my channel. Excuse the lighting, it is terrible. It is winter and it's evening or late afternoon, but the sun is gone, so it's all artificial lighting and yeah, that's basically why the light is so bad. I haven't really had the energy to sit down and film in the last month or so. I honestly still don't really have the energy, so if I'm like not that enthusiastic, I guess, or like lively as normal, that's why. But I really wanted to get back to filming because I love you all and I love sharing my cross stitching journey with you. So I decided to just power through and film, but it might be a while between filming and editing and uploading. So I'm filming this on the 22nd of November and hopefully you'll see it sometime soon after that, but we'll see. um there's quite a bit of progress that I've made because it's been a month and a half again. So let's get through it. The first and maybe most exciting thing is that I managed to finish my tablecloth. Um, if you've been with me before, you know that that is the first ever cross stitch project I started, but also one that I never managed to finish because it was honestly very annoying to stitch on. But I finally managed to finish it. I don't have it with me to show you because it is enormous, but I spread it out in my living room and took a picture of it, so hopefully you will see that now. So there was only one flower left, I believe, since the last time you saw it. So I stitched the last flower and now they're all complete. I also went by every other flower to make sure I hadn't missed any stitches because earlier this year I found some missed stitches, but everything is now finished and complete, which means the first ever project I started is done, which is pretty amazing. Sorry, there are people outside. I hope you can't hear any of my neighbors. Hopefully a phone doesn't pick them up. I can hear them, but hopefully you can't. Yeah, so that's finished and I'm very excited about that. If you're familiar with my channel, you also know that I have 5 WIPs at a time, and when I finish one, I can replace it with a different one. So I have a new start to show you. So I've seen Soda Stitch around quite a bit on Flosstube and just the patterns on Etsy, and I absolutely love them. They're so cute, and they have these little fairy tale squares that I love. I hope the glare isn't too bad. If it is, let me know and I'll take it out for the next time. I can't really sell from here. But yeah, they have these little like fairy tale squares. This is the Nutcracker from the ballet. And I absolutely loved a lot of them. And I was like, I want to stitch them all, but I can't. So I have decided to make one big project and stitch 9 of them on one piece of fabric. So that is what I am going to do, starting in the bottom right as I usually do with the Nutcracker square. So yes, that's the project I am making a start on. I am changing some colors in the borders to make it look more like cohesive, I guess, to make it look more the same. But that is what I am currently, well, not right now currently, but my new start. That is what I'm stitching on. So I have done about 3,000 stitches in this. The exact number is 2,902, but that of course does not count the back stitching, and so the stitch patterns are very heavy on the back stitching. So I mean, do the math if you want. I have no idea how much that is, but it is about 50% of the Nutcracker block done. No before picture because I just started this. I absolutely love it. I hope you can see it well like this. This is the first project I'm doing that has this much backstitching in it, and I love it. I have done some other projects with backstitching and I never really enjoyed the backstitching on that, and I think I've noticed it's just really dependent on the pattern, because so the stitch patterns, or at least this one, I've only done this one, every backstitch you do, you go into a hole. You never have to pierce the fabric. It's so clear where you should put the stitch, and that is so nice. So I absolutely love backstitching on this one, and it makes it look so pretty and complete. Like without backstitching, it just doesn't look as nice at all. But I'm very happy with this. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. I am purposefully saving the middle block for last. So like, next time I'll work on the top border of this Nutcracker block before I work on Clara and the Nutcracker. I don't know if she's called Clara in the ballet, because I'm mostly familiar with the Nutcracker from the Barbie movie, but I'm pretty sure she's also called Clara in the ballet version. But she definitely is in the Barbie version, so yeah, very excited about that one. I'm not sure when I'm gonna work on it again, because I worked on it a lot when I just started it, but at some point I'll pick it up again. So that is WIP number 1. Then there is also another staple. I guess they're all staples because I only have 5 WIPs, right? But another staple in my videos are my birth samplers. I am making 4 of them. 1 for each of my nephews and 1 for my niece. So I have now finished the 3rd one. I'm going to try and show you without like the name and the birthday on it, so it might be a little bit weird to hold and stuff, but this is it. And this is the first one of the foxes that I've made. I've made 2 of these similar birth samplers with a sleeping deer in the middle, and I'm gonna make another one of these foxes. They have not yet started it. But yeah, I finished this one this week and it is so pretty. I love it. Last time I asked for advice about maybe backstitching the tail a little bit to make like this a bit clearer. It's still not very clear, but I do like it better backstitched. A couple of you left advice that you thought that would look better, and I agree, it looks better. So yeah, this is the first one for my nephew. Now all my nephews have one stitched, and 2 of them have already gotten them as well, because I'm going to give them on their birthdays. So this one needs to be washed and framed, but I have a couple of months before I have to give this one away, so we have time. But yeah, I'm gonna stitch another fox for my niece, and then I'm done, and I'm never going to stitch these patterns again. I loved stitching them, and I love like making something special for my nephews and nieces and my siblings, but it's really annoying to stitch the same thing over and over again, and I did not realize that ahead of time. It makes sense, but if I had more experience with like stitching the same thing again, I probably would have picked different patterns, like done maybe this series for my sister's kids and a different series of birth samplers for my brother's kids. But right now I have done the same for all of them. So the 2 sleeping deers for the eldest kid of both my sister and brother, and I'm gonna make the 2 sleeping foxes for their youngest kids. But if I ever do another birth sampler, it will be a different pattern. No matter how much I love these are so cute. I do not want to stitch them a 5th time. Like the 4th time is gonna be enough. But I do really love it, and I'm so happy this one is done, because now there's only 1 left. That's amazing. I still have to like the end of May to finish that one, so it's not too bad I haven't started yet, but I will start it next month in December. I have it one more time on my WIP Go board, so it will come up because there's only 1 month left. So yeah, that is that one. No, I'm not sure how much I stitched because I don't know the total stitches, but I finished it. So then next, what do we have next? You'd think that should be easy with only 5 projects. I've shown you 3, so there are 3 left because one of them was to finish and replaced. Let's do the birds. I have done a lot on this one. So this is the packing order. The design is by Marjolein Bastin, I believe. It is a kit by Leonard officially. I mean, I bought the kit, but I printed out a picture from the internet because the picture on the kit is so tiny. You just can't see anything basically. Like you get the idea of what it is, but it's super tiny. I have basically doubled my stitches on this. There's no percentage because it's a physical chart. So yeah, I don't have a percentage, but I do have a stitch count. And last time I was at about 2,000 stitches, 2,160. I will try and find a picture to show you. I have gotten the idea for a new like method of taking pictures to show you. So hopefully that will be easier starting the next video, because I will take pictures this video and save them for next video. But for now, I still have to go back to my old videos and get screenshots. So I'll try and make sure to do that. And you'll see a picture of where I was last time, which was at 2,160 stitches. And now I am at 5,517. I have more than doubled my stitches. Last time it was also still on the hoop, so you couldn't see all of it. It's not on the hoop right now, so you can, which is nice. This is where I'm at. I love it so much. It looks better from farther away, but I haven't done any of the back stitching or French knots yet. There's not too much, mainly just like the beaks and the eyes and some of the, like, are they called paws? I don't think they're called paws, but they're leg equivalents. Have some back stitching, but it's so pretty. I mainly worked on this part, so I'll focus a little bit on that. I did the pod, and I think I did 4 of the birds since the last time you saw it. I think this one was already done, but the other 4 and the pod and the shelf underneath it are all new, and I love it. And I've nearly reached the side because it is just, oh god, I don't understand how people hold it up that well. I always struggle with it. It is nearly at the end. There's still this shelf. It goes to about here. And then there's only one more bird. And then half of it is done. And then obviously we still need to do the other half. But it looks so good. I'm so happy with it. So this project is for my mother. She knows I'm making it for her. She chose the kit herself. But I really wanted to make something for her that, like, I knew she would love because she chose it herself. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I want to give it to her on her birthday, not her next birthday, but the birthday after that, because I'm not going to be able to finish this before her next birthday. But the one after that, I want to give it to her. So I'm very happy with the way it's looking. I don't really have too many kits anymore because I do really prefer having a PDF version of what I want to stitch. So I don't think I'll be buying any more kits unless I see one that I absolutely love. And there are some like fancy lady patterns that I've seen that I absolutely love that I want to buy and stitch, and I know those are also paper charged, but the majority of what I'll be stitching will probably be done through PDF charge because it is so much nicer to stitch with Pattern Keeper. Like, so nice. I think I told you everything I need about the packing order. It is the only one that I'm doing over 2. I tried to see what count the even weave was, but I couldn't find it. I'm sure it's somewhere on the kit details, but, well, I couldn't find it through my quick look through. So I'm not sure what the even weave is, but it is over 2. So that is the only one that's over 2. The other projects I've shown you are 2 over 1 on 14 counts. I always forget that. Then there are 2 left. We're nearly there. We'll do Aurora next. I kind of hate this project a lot of the time, so it's a struggle to actually stitch this one. I want to finish it because look at how pretty it looks. But wow, dimension kits are hard. I did not realize that when I bought this. This is the second project I ever started and then very quickly gave up on because it was too hard and then restarted years later. It's really nice. I love the way it looks. But it is just difficult, and it was the first thing I ever did with half stitches, and I don't like half stitches, I've learned. But I also think that if I would do it again, I would half stitch differently, because like I've seen some videos and people like saying they would half stitch the second leg of their full normal cross instead of the first leg, because that makes it feel more complete or something, because it's like going in the same direction as the full crosses, the top leg. And I think I would prefer it so much more if I had done that, but I didn't even think about that when I started. So it is all the first leg, which means they are going in the other direction than the top leg of the full crosses. I hope that explanation makes sense, but it just makes it feel unfinished for me, the half stitches, so I don't really like them that much. But I do love the princess. Like, look at how beautiful she is, and the ice bear is looking stunning as well. I've mainly done background, but I have gone to the ice bear. I made a start on that and I love it. So yeah, I definitely want to finish this one, but it is a difficult project. I never do very much on it. I think I've done like 800 stitches since you last saw it. I never remember where I've done those stitches, but I'm pretty sure it's in the bottom half, like around here where the parked thread is. But this is It's totally now. I really want to reach the halfway point this year, but I don't think I will. I am at 43.5% right now, according to Pattern Keeper, which obviously doesn't include any of the back stitching or anything like that, or specialty stitches. But just stitching wise, that's pretty good. I don't know if I did half crosses or full crosses or both since you've last seen it, but yeah, about 800 of those. I think this is the area I worked on. Yeah, I do really like the way it looks. I love that you can now see the ice bear, polar bear. I can never remember it's a polar bear in English. Ice bear makes so much more sense. That's what it's called in Dutch, an ice bear. I don't, in case you didn't know, I've mentioned it before because I keep calling it an ice bear instead of a polar bear, but polar bear, yes. I love the way the polar bear looks. And I think it would look even more amazing once I do the back stitching, but on this project, I am going to finish all of it before I do the back stitching. So yeah, it looks very pretty, and when I see it, I do want to stitch on it again. It's just difficult to stitch on, and like a lot of it is like 5 strands or stuff, and that just kind of hurts my hands. It looks very pretty, but I can't do it for too long in a row. But yeah, I'm very excited to finish this one. Not anytime soon, because I'm not even halfway done, but the goal is to have it finished in about 2 years. We'll see if that happens. I would really like to get to 50% this year, which I don't think is possible anymore, and then to 75% next year, and then finish it the year after that. But I'm pretty sure the stitching is only going to get more time intensive when I actually get to the princess and everything, because that's a lot more detailed, a lot less blocky. So I can't get it back in. Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen in 2 years, but that is the goal. And I would really like it to happen in 2 years, because then I have it finished and I'll have a really pretty princess done. Okay. Yeah, only one more project to show you, and then I have some 2023 plans made. This one is still in the frame, but everything that's like not really visible because of the frame you've seen before, so I'm not gonna take it out because it's annoying to put it back in. Honestly, I'm currently stitching on this one, so yeah. This is my Mickey's Artist, which is my epic piece that is going to take years upon years upon years if I ever finish it, but I absolutely love it. This is what it will look like when it's finished. It's gone a bit wrinkled, but hopefully you can still make sense of it. It is huge. I am currently at like 5.5% of it, which is 35,000 stitches. I think it's 36,000 actually. Like, it's so many stitches. But yeah, this is where I'm at. I have finished 9 pages, but those were already finished last time you saw it, these 9. If not, then you will be missing a tiny bit of this, but you'll see that next time. I think those were all already finished, though, those 9. And now I am working on this page, which has the little Dalmatian doggy, which is so cute already. And I'm mainly working on the list part up here, but Dumbo is going to come right here. And because some colors that are in the Dalmatian are only a couple in the Dalmatian, and then also in like his slurf, you can kind of see the shape of his like cheek forming already, which I really love. I asked for, like, not necessarily advice, but like opinions about where to travel next. And Tracy from Tracy's Craft. Oh my god, I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry, Tracy. I love your channel and I watch all your videos, but I'm so bad with names. I will put it on here. I know your name is Tracy, but I don't know your channel name. It's Tracy and there's Craft in it. It'll be up here. She really wanted to see the little Dalmatian puppy and wanted me to go up, so that's what I did. And I love it. It looks so cute. And I also really like doing the list this way, because like I always start in the bottom right and then do a column, and that's only with picking the color. Then I just stitch wherever it goes. Like I stitch cross country as long as I'm like comfortable traveling it. So that's why, but that's why this is already like filled in more, because I'm working on this first column, which stops about here, but you go so much further because of the list, and it looks really nice. I love the way it like is slowly coming together. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It looks so pretty. I love it. This is probably my favorite WIP, but it also takes forever, and I am noticing it is more difficult now than it was early in the year, just because it's dark so quickly and the holes are tiny. This is on 25 count, 1/1. This is the first thing I've ever done on 25 count, and I do like it. I don't struggle with it too much, but I am noticing that now that it's getting darker, it is getting more difficult. So I should probably like invest in a lamp or something, but I don't know. I don't really do well with bright lights, so like my hat starts hurting really quickly from bright lights, so I probably won't, and just struggle with doing it in the dark, or only doing it during the day and then working on a different projects in the evening. I might do that as well. We'll see. But yeah, this is it, and I love it. I can just keep staring at this forever. I'll put it away and continue on, because I'm never gonna stop staring. I did about 4,000 stitches on that in the past month and a half. And like I said, I'm now at 5.5% on it. So those were all my projects. I'm very happy with the progress I made on all of them. I mean, it's a month and a half, so obviously it's a lot of progress, but I mainly focused on finishing the tablecloth and finishing the birth sampler, and I'm very happy I managed to do both of those. I also framed my second birth sampler to give away. I did not take a video of it this time, or pictures, because I just didn't think of it, but it basically looks the exact same as the first one, just with like a different name and different birth date, but those I was covering up anyway, so just imagine the first one and it looks the same. Yeah, then plans. I have some plans. This is the first time I've ever made plans for cross stitching, because this is the first time I'm really like getting into it. I've been cross stitching for most of my life, but just like through Flosstube and Facebook groups, it's so much fun to join on things and plan. And I've watched everyone else's plans videos and I love them so much. Like, those are some of my favorite parts of people's videos, just them planning what they're going to do or what they want to do and setting goals and stuff. So I made some. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing WIP Go again, because I have monthly goals now, and I don't know if I can do extra for WIP Go, if I can manage that, because I've never done monthly goals before, so I have no idea if these are set low or high or anything. I will probably make a WIP Go board and just see. Maybe I'll put some yearly goals on there and just color them in when they're done or something. I don't know yet. But I do have monthly goals. So I am in a Facebook group, which has you set, pick a couple of WIPs that you think will last you the entire year, and then divide either the entire WIP into 12 or just set like 12 goals for them. I think I only have one like project that I plan to finish in that year that I've set the goal for. The birth sampler I haven't, but I've done all my 4 other projects I've made goals for. So let's talk first about the birth sampler and why I haven't. It's because it has to be done by the end of May, so it's not gonna last me the whole year. So I didn't make any goals for those. The goal for that is just to have it done, preferably in the beginning of May, so I have like a month to procrastinate washing it and framing it. But yeah, so no goals for that one other than just finish it, frame it, and give it away. That's it. But for the others, I all now have goals, which is fun. So first of all, the one I'm going to try to finish is the birds. I think I would be able to reach about 50% of it this year, and I really want to finish it next year, so then I have again a couple of months to get it framed. I think I will probably have to get it professionally framed just because it's such a weird shape. I don't know if I'll be able to find a frame for it, so that will cost a bit more time and money as well. So I just want to have a couple of months extra to do that. So let me get the paper, because this one is the most like specific in goals. I have 8 more birds to stitch after this year, because I don't think I'll be able to do another bird this year. So then I have 8 more birds to stitch, and also the shelving in between, of course. So for the first 11 months, I've said that every month I want to either stitch a bird or part of the shelving. So the shelving can be divided into like 3 sections, basically. And then I'll have all the cross stitching done in November. So every month I will finish a bird, which obviously some birds are a lot bigger or smaller than others. And I'm not gonna be like strict about not stitching more than what I've set as a goal. It's just like a minimum I want to get to. And like I said, I have no idea if these goals are set low or high or perfect or anything. So we'll see how it goes. I might adjust them during the year. But yeah, that is the goal for now. And then in December, I will do all the French knots and back stitching, which I am not looking forward to because I've never done a French knot before. But, you know, sometimes has to be the first, because my Dimensions project also has backstitch. Not backstitching, I've done backstitching before. My Dimensions project also has French knots on it, so sometime has to be the first. It's gonna be this one. So yeah, my goal for this one for the year is to get it finished. And for the month, like I said, finish just 1 bird or like a section of the shelving or a tray, whatever it is they're standing on. Then for my fairy tale collage, which is what I'm calling this, by the way, this is my fairy tale collage, I've decided. I'm not gonna have like major goals on this one just because it's so new. I don't have like a point by which I want to have it finished. So my goal, I'm going to show you using this one as an example, is to every month either stitch 2 of these border ones, so like a little square and a rectangle, or the middle one. I think for this project, the goals are probably set kind of low, but again, some of them are a lot more intensive than others. And also, you know, if I have some low goals, that's pretty good, because then I'll just have more time at the end of the month to stitch other things, or like pick it up again, I guess. Yeah, but like I said, since this one is so new, I've only started it this month. I didn't really have like, oh, I want to get this finished by then and then. So I mostly just thought, oh, what could I get done in a month? I could do 2 blocks. So that's the goal. Either 2 of the border blocks or the middle block. And there are a lot of those, so it'll last me the whole year. Then for Aurora, like I said, I really want to get to 75%. Now, I did make this plan assuming I would get to 50% this year, which I don't think is actually possible. But that just means I'll have to work on it extra hard in January, I guess. So for this one, I have set a percentage I want to reach every month. So in January, I want to reach 52%. And then 54, 56 is basically 2% each month, except for, I think it's June, where I want to reach 3%, because, you know, I need to add 25% in total. Probably more than that, because I'm not going to reach 50% this year. But maybe I will. The plan was made with me reaching 50% this year. So yeah, I want to reach 75% by the end of the year. So I want to do 2% every month, and then 1 month 3%. I have no idea how many stitches that equates to, but I thought that was probably doable. And also, if it wasn't doable, I just really wanted to have it finished in 2 years. So I just decided it had to be doable. We'll see again. And then for Mickey as artist, I was really torn about what to make my goal, because I wanted to remain achievable, but I also want to feel like I'm actually making progress, and it's so huge that sometimes it's very difficult. But I decided to make the goal 0.25%, which sounds like absolutely nothing, but is, I think, I did the math when I figured it out, but it's over 1,000 stitches, might even be 2,000 stitches, I don't remember. But like, it's not a little, even though 0.25% sounds like a little, but just on this WIP in particular, that's still like a lot. So yeah, the goal for this one is to stitch 0.25% every month. And again, on all of these, I can stitch more if I want to, if I don't feel like stopping, or if I finished all my goals. That's totally fine. It's just a goal to like achieve at a minimum. And I try to make them manageable. I try to make them not too challenging. other than Aurora, which I just want to have finished in 2 years. But for the rest, I try to make them achievable. So they probably aren't too big of a goals, but again, like I said, I've never set these kind of goals before, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm very happy with them. I'm pretty confident in them. I'm not sure how I'm going to pick which WIP to work on yet. I want to work on all 5 from every month, but I already want to do that. So I might just pick based on what I'm feeling like, or I might have like a spinning wheel, decide what to work on. It'll probably be dependent on if I have something I want to work on, or if I'm like, I have no idea what to work on, but I want to cross stitch. So no plans on that front. I'll probably make a bingo WIP go board again, but I don't know if I'll really work towards them, or if I'll just combine them with my goals that I already set. Because this year I wanted to WIP go to really challenge me to work on a certain project more, and it has worked well. But since I now have monthly goals, I don't think it would be good for me to set even higher goals on 2 projects every month. So yeah, I'm just happy with what it's like now. I don't really have anything more to say. Sorry. I don't know why I said sorry. I've been talking for half an hour. That's probably long enough for you, right? Some people have like hour-long videos, and I love watching them. But they also have a lot more projects to show you probably, and they have haul. I don't have haul either. Oh, I actually did buy some haul. I don't think I've showed you that yet. I mean, there's not much to show. It's mainly fabric, but I bought my first cry neck. I don't have it with me right now. It is just a blending filament to replace the one that came with the dimensions kit, because like I said, I have had this dimensions kit for years and years, and I knew absolutely nothing about it when I bought it. And the cry neck, or at least the blending filament, there's also like a gold. The gold is fine, but the blending filament is like torn to pieces and unusable. So I did some Googling and found which number cry neck it likely was that they used, and bought that one. So now when I get to that point, I haven't gone there yet because it's just in like the fairy princess, I can actually use that, which I'm very happy with. It gave me like some relief to like know that I would be able to stitch on it if I ever got there, and wouldn't have to worry about figuring out how to use like the broken up pieces of blending filaments to make it work. Anyway, enough rambling. My phone is also giving me the message that it's getting too long and it can't record anymore, so no rambling. Thank you so very much for watching. If you watch, oh my god, talking is hard. Thank you so much for watching if you made it all this way. I would love it if you would leave me a comment or a like. Even just like a little emoji is totally fine. I know commenting can take a lot out of you if you're not like in the right mental state for it. I've experiencing that myself a lot as well, which is why I am watching a lot more videos than I'm able to comment on, which I always feel kind of bad about, because I want you to know that I've watched you and loved it. But yeah, so just like an emoji is totally fine as well. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I will leave Tracy's Flosstube in the description again, because she gave me some great advice on my birth sampler with the back stitching and on where to move with my Disney projects. And I'm very happy I listened to that, and I'm now stitching on the little Dalmatian because it feels right to me to move up first. I usually stitch from right all the way up, but this project was too big to do that, so that's why I'm doing like bigger sections. But it feels right to go up. So thank you again, Tracy, for your opinion on where I should go. Yeah. God, I'm too tired to think, so I have no idea what to say anymore. So I'm just gonna stop talking. Bye!